The summer season is almost upon us, and the anime from last season is wrapping up or has already concluded by the time you're watching this video. Before these shows fade into the vast library of anime, never to be heard of again, let's dive into what made the spring season memorable.
Spring 2024 brought us a mix of surprises, disappointments, and hidden gems. From highly anticipated hits like Kaiju No. 8 to unexpected favorites like Chillin in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers, this season had something for everyone.
So, kick back and relax as we dive into the highlights, the disappointments, and the hidden gems of the spring 2024 anime season.
Before we jump in, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future reviews.
Kaiju No. 8. Kaiju No. 8 was by far the most hyped new anime of spring 2024. So, did it live up to the hype? Honestly, it totally did. Depending on your taste, this might just be the best anime of the season. The plot is super engaging and keeps you hooked. It nails everything: action, comedy, drama, character backgrounds. Plus, the whole kaiju thing is awesome. We haven't had a good kaiju anime in forever, so that alone makes it a must-watch. It's a shonen style anime, so the characters and plot are pretty straightforward, but the action scenes, they're insane. The fights are super intense and visually impressive, keeping you on the edge of your seat. The sound in Kaiju No. 8 is on point. The fight scene sound effects are so good. You feel every blow, every attack, and every gunshot. The music fits perfectly, making the whole experience even better. The humor is decent too, so the plot never gets too serious. It's a great balance of action and laughter, making it super fun to watch. Overall, Kaiju No. 8 hits all the right notes. It's a solid 9 out of 10 and definitely worth watching if you're into epic battles and cool monsters.
Windbreaker. Ever since Tokyo Revengers dropped the ball, there's been a void in the delinquent anime scene, but Windbreaker came through and filled it perfectly. Think Tokyo Revengers without the time travel. The highlight of this anime is hands down the animation and fight scenes. Cloverworks went all out, delivering some of the best and most consistent animation ever seen in a 13-episode series. The fights are insanely fluid and feel super intense, making every punch and kick a spectacle. But it's not just about the visuals. Windbreaker also nails the humor and story. The characters are relatable, and their interactions add a lot of depth to the plot. The balance between humor and drama is perfect, keeping things light but still engaging. The story itself might not be groundbreaking, but it's done so well that you won't feel like anything's missing. The narrative is gripping, focusing on the characters' struggles and growth, keeping you hooked from start to finish. If you've been missing a good delinquent anime, Windbreaker is a must-watch. It's got killer animation, awesome fight scenes, and a solid story. This anime definitely deserves a 9 out of 10.
Delicious in Dungeon. Delicious in Dungeon has no business being as good as it is. Starting in the winter season and boasting 24 episodes, it leaves you wanting more by the time you reach the end. Despite its initial pacing issues, which improved after a few episodes, the series quickly became a joy to watch. The characters are a standout, feeling incredibly real and consistent in their behavior. Their interactions, disagreements, strengths, and weaknesses add depth to the story, making it fun to watch them navigate their challenges together. The fantastic animation, engaging characters, immersive setting, and captivating story all contribute to the show's charm. The story is where Delicious in Dungeon truly shines. It masterfully blends humor with the mundane things. The music complements the narrative perfectly, enhancing the overall experience. Overall, Delicious in Dungeon is a masterpiece that excels in every aspect. It's a must-watch for any anime fan, earning a well-deserved 10 out of 10.
Chillin in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers is a surprisingly fun watch, even with its super generic isekai name. The show takes the classic guy gets transported to another world trope and adds a fun twist. The protagonist moves from one fantasy world to another. The story is pretty standard, but it's got a lot of wholesome moments that make it enjoyable. The art style is bright and colorful, fitting the light-hearted vibe of the show perfectly. The character designs are also super charming, which makes watching it even more fun. What really makes this anime stand out is how it focuses on character development and relationships. The interactions between the characters are well done and give the show some real emotional depth. Plus, the humor is on point and keeps things light without being too over the top. Even though Chillin' in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers doesn't break any new ground in the isekai genre, it's still a great choice if you're looking for something easy and fun to watch. It's all about the characters and their relationships, with a good mix of humor and charm. Overall, this anime is a comfy and enjoyable ride, making it perfect for fans of feel-good isekai stories. Overall, a 5 out of 10.
An Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride. Between the hype of series like Kaiju No. 8 and Windbreaker, An Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride didn't get the attention it deserved. This show is a blast. It's got a perfect mix of action and humor. Zagan and Neffy are super fun to watch, and Barbados, the sometimes antagonist, is hilarious. The animation is solid, and the character designs are on point. The anime also does a great job with side characters and their backstories, and the slow burn romance between Zagan and Neffy is just awesome and wholesome. If you're into supernatural comedies with a bit of romance and action, this anime is definitely worth checking out. It's not perfect, but it's really enjoyable. Overall, An Archdemon's Dilemma How to Love Your Elf Bride scores a solid 7 out of 10.
Remonster was one of those spring animes everyone was hyped about. It had a cool spin on isekai and felt a bit like slime isekai with its world-building vibes. At first, the series had a compelling story, featuring rivalries between friends and an overpowered main character. As a fantasy, wish fulfillment, RPG-like level up, and kingdom-building series, it delivered more than slime isekai in some ways. For those who enjoy that genre, it seemed like a hit. But then, it got weird. Real weird. Once they threw in the harem and ecchi scenes, the show lost its magic. And let's be real, the animation was pretty bad too. The characters and the world deserved better. Despite the humor, the ecchi and harem tropes just ruined it for a lot of fans. Some people might still find it funny and enjoy the tropes, but for most, it was a letdown. Overall, Remonster had potential but ended up disappointing, so it gets a 3 out of 10.
I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Has been getting mixed reviews this season. Here's the lowdown. First up, the positives. The comedy is pretty funny, especially with all the chibi animation. The fight scenes are epic, fast-paced, and full of magic. Now, the negatives. The storyline is kinda overdone. Another die, get reincarnated with superpowers plot. Plus, the main character is OP from the start, so there's not much character growth. The most disappointing part is the main character's design. Even though he's a guy, he looks, sounds, and acts like a girl, which many found super confusing and annoying. Overall, I was reincarnated as the seventh prince. Has its moments, but scores a 5 out of 10.
Bartender. Glass of God. Bartender is the underdog of the season, a hidden gem that deserves more attention. If you enjoy soothing, thoughtful dramas, this one's a winner. Forget the typical bar scene. The Bartender goes deeper. Each episode delves into the lives of customers, finding solace and wisdom in the bar's comforting atmosphere. It's like getting a dose of calmness through your screen. The animation style is unique and artistic, with cool effects that add to its charm. The background music sets the perfect mood for each moment, from the captivating opening song to the calming ending. Even if you're not into alcohol, the Bartender still has something for you. It's about human connections, emotions, and finding peace in unexpected places. Overall, Bartender scores a solid 8 out of 10. It's a show that leaves you with a warm feeling inside, a perfect watch for anyone looking to unwind with a meaningful story. Don't miss out on this hidden treasure.
Viral Hit. Viral Hit is an anime that slipped under the radar this season. The studio didn't give it much hype, which is a shame because there's more to this story than you might think. The story is about Hobin Yu, a high schooler who's had enough of being bullied and needs some cash. His solution? Starting a YouTube channel called Viral Hit, where he boldly calls out bullies and tackles tough issues head on. While the anime version isn't bad, it doesn't quite capture the intense energy and depth of the original manhwa. For a deeper dive into the story, reading the manhwa is highly recommended. Plus, diving into the manhwa opens up a whole universe of interconnected stories with other awesome manhwa like Lookism, Questism, Manager Kim, My Life as a Loser, and Juvenile Offender. If you're into stories about taking a stand against injustice and exploring complex characters, this one's right up your alley. Overall, Viral Hit earns a solid 6 out of 10. Give it a shot if you're into gritty dramas with a twist of social commentary.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more anime reviews and updates. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the spring 2024 anime season, so drop a comment below and let us know your favorite shows. See you next time.